everybody. I am here with such a special guest. I was waiting for this moment for such a long time. Now it's finally happening. I'm here with John Biebel. He is a writer and editor at Fragrantica, and he also has an indie perfume house that is called January Scent Project.
Hello.
Is it right?
Yes, you have it right.
Now you can say hello.
Hello, everyone. And hello, Yana. How are you?
I'm good. I am like, yeah, guys,
Wonderful
are used to
see
me.
you.
Awesome. I have a lot of questions to you, and I really want to talk about your fragrances as well. So we are gonna do it really like
Absolutely.
casually. So, would you like to tell us about your house, your brand, your perfumes, your concept, and how you actually decided to become a perfumer on your own?
Yeah, I will. It really started out of curiosity more than anything. By smelling so many perfumes, I wanted to find out how we actually make these perfumes. And so I just got some essential oils about 7 years ago, and what happens is, and it happens I think with a lot of indie perfumers, curiosity gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and before you know it, you want more and more defined nuances of scent, and you are learning by doing. You know.
And it takes a lot of time.
It does
Yes?
take a lot of
Yeah.
time, but what I found, and it's true of the way the perfumes came out, is that you tend to focus on one area and you learn it as well as you can, and then you want to move to another area and learn that very well too.
So how long have you been practicing scent?
I would say about 7 years. Yeah, and the brand has come out. It's been out for technically 3 years.
Yes.
But
So,
yeah.
shall we
Yeah, indeed.
try and talk about
Sure.
them?
Yeah, indeed. If you'd like, I can take something out and sniff it. This was the first perfume here, which is Smoulder Rose, which had an oil version, and that was my first release.
Exactly.
Right. And then when I went
The
to
bottle is so
make a parfum out of it, I realized it just wouldn't work the way it had as a alcohol fragrance. So I reformed it, and I really liked the reformed version quite a bit.
Thank you.
Sure. And it was quite different.
It is so different. I like that it is not the rose straight in your face, but it is definitely rosy. It's you can surely tell that there is rose. Did you use a few types of rose, or is it one specific rose?
Well, I used an accord that I made.
Yeah.
A rose accord.
On your own. It's like your
Yeah, it's
own.
a rose accord that I made. But I specifically was looking for a very red, kind of a deep red rose. In
It
this
is deep,
particular case.
indeed.
Yeah, and I particularly learned a lot about roses making this, and I love roses. And you know, funny thing is, a lot of guys won't wear roses, but I do. And
This is very unisex. This
good.
is so unisex. There are some spices.
yeah, there are.
Yeah.
There's a bit of cardamom in there. There's some. Just remember now. There's a little tiny bit of clove. There's
incense?
yeah, there is.
Yes.
There's cade. There's a distillation of burnt seashells in there.
Oh, exactly. When I saw that note, I was like,
Yeah, it's an interesting note, isn't it? It adds a tiny bit of smokiness, but also a little bit of an animalic quality and a marine quality, like a small.
wow, this is the most unusual thing I have ever heard.
Yeah, it's
Marine with incense, with rose,
Yeah.
with spices. Oh my god. Yeah, this is very unusual rose. So guys, if you're not the biggest fan of rose, but you want something with rose, but unusual, that's it. Just want to show the packaging, because we talked about that you pay a lot of attention to the presentation, which is important.
It is, yeah.
It is.
Thank you.
And I love the cap. It's unusual.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So actually, going to the next one too,
Yeah.
I have 30 mil. This is the 100 mil. These are the 30 mil versions, and they have different packaging, a little bit more kind of linear. But also, I do all of the artwork for the packages as well.
So creative.
Well, you know.
Yeah, you are.
This was the second perfume, which is Eider
How do you
Antler.
pronounce it?
Eider Antler. So I actually try to create new words for these. I want them to not be words that are already
Cool.
in
You're
the
like
language.
cool. Everything is cool. The packaging is cool. The appearance is cool. The names are cool. Everything is cool, and the price tag is cool,
Oh, thank
which
you.
is
Trying to keep it
which is strange, but you don't mind.
No.
Guys, you need to try them, because
I would like people to be able to afford them.
I tried this yesterday, and I was so pleased by it. It is such a nice piney. Is it piney? I don't know how to
There's
describe
this, there's pine in there. It's actually a pine cone.
Oh,
a pine
see?
cone. There's a lot of lavender. There's some musk.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's a lavandin, which is it's a hybrid, but it's a very sweet, sticky green lavender. Now that's
Cool.
actually what gives it the color. Is this comes from that lavender?
Does it? Oh, how
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. And there's also an ivy accord. It's from green leaves of ivy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is so deep. It is so like green. Kind of like. Does it smell like a forest?
Yeah, I
don't know.
definitely was
Yeah.
thinking of the forest in the northern part of the world.
Like a
Yeah.
lot of trees.
Yeah.
Basically. It's a very nice one. I think it is very, very long lasting because it is quite intense.
Oh, thank you.
What do
very
you
much.
think? Yeah, is it?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
I have no
lasts really
experience
long.
but with wearing them. But
Yeah.
they are so like
They do, and
complex.
I've been told this one lasts for quite a long time, especially Smoulder rose. This one is about, I'd say a good 7 hours or so longevity on that.
I just want to show them side by side. Yeah, so you can see how they look. Oh,
So the most recent one is called Vaporocin.
I think that's my favorite. I think I'm
okay.
not sure.
Well,
I'm
let's
not sure. I need to try them all
Okay, okay.
to
Yeah, we
refresh
will.
everything.
And this one actually, the name is interesting. It's I decided to take a word out of the 2 words from Esperanto, which is of course that artificial language.
Yes.
Right. And this is vapors and cinder.
That's it. It's not the buttery one.
No,
it's so pernical.
it's not the burning. This is
Yes,
lilac
this
and wood.
Oh
Lilac and wood
yes,
together,
it's
right.
it's so good. To me, it has a gourmand quality. I don't know why.
Interesting.
A
Well,
little
there's
bit.
a ton of spice inside it. There's a ton of spice. There's turmeric and black pepper.
It smells like chocolate.
Oh, that's interesting.
I
That's
don't
interesting.
know.
Yeah, there
But
actually is no
spicy
chocolate, but
chocolate.
that's okay that you find chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know. It changes. It changes like
it does.
like that.
It does. It does. And this was one of the problems I had when I was making the actual perfume is that I had many trials to get it to go correctly. But I think that
This is so
the actual-
beautiful.
the wood, you know, I think sometimes it's dark, sometimes it gets lighter. It's changed a
I
lot.
even smell honey. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe that's all because of the ingredients that you use. Maybe they're so special that they are.
Well, there's a lot of natural.
Also,
There's
yeah.
a lot of natural. One of
I
the
love natural stuff.
They add in depth, and I'm nothing
Yes.
against using synthetics. They're very
No,
important.
no,
Yeah, they're
no, me
really important.
neither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what's great about natural materials is that they really can kind of fill out. They add this kind of roundness to the bottom of a lot of notes. And another quick thing I want to mention, an important
Yeah.
note in there is jonquil, which is a lot like narcissus, the daffodil.
Do you know that I love narcissus? I just love them, but I don't sell narcissus here. Like just narcissus.
It
It's
works
not like
as
kind of.
I think it's sort of like part of the backbone. Of
Maybe.
this. Yeah.
It is a very complex perfume. Well, I love them all, but this is so strangely cool.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Thanks.
I am in love.
All right. So maybe you can tell me, like, you remember a bit of the butter. Oh, thank you, please. Well, I'll talk a bit about the butter one, which is good. Now, that one, when I made it, I had just finished making Antler, and this one is very, very complicated. There's a lot of ingredients in it, and it took a long time to make. So I decided to do something completely different from that. So I made something with less ingredients, lighter, and not sharp, not green.
Oh my God.
This one was going to be milky, creamy, everything
Buttery.
different from this. Yes,
I just
yes.
loved it not so much. Let's go. Let's try it.
Yeah, so this one was
So pernical.
extremely buttery. The name is completely made up word, and it to me was supposed to be just a funny, weird little city up in the northern part of the world, like
Oh,
a
cool.
topsy-turvy town.
So creative. Yeah, you're like.
And it's another.
It's another favorite of mine. Yeah, it's always so like. I just love things like have never ever been done before. I think that there is no fragrance like it out there.
Yeah.
Like, all of them are unique, but you know, some of them are just so cool. I just love to talk about unique fragrances. When I smell something unique.
Well, I wanted something that was sort of a bit. It's a bit of a gourmand, but I didn't want it to be sweet.
Yes.
And I definitely wanted it to have some salt, but it was funny to mix fruit and salt together.
And butter.
Yeah, and butter. Yeah.
It's like salty butter.
Yeah. It
It's
is.
so cool.
It's so
And it's so unisex, and if someone would wear it like, I would adore it. Like on someone, I would like be. Oh, so guys, this, if you want to attract people, that's the preference. Really?
Thank you.
That's it. Oh, John, I am so I don't know. Thank you so much for taking time for coming on my channel.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, I will review them for sure on my channel. I will talk about these fragrances for a long time, but to have a perfumer, the creator, and it's quite rare.
Thank you.
Doesn't happen often, so thank you.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
So guys, if you have some questions, leave them down below and stay tuned for my reviews. Bye.
Bye bye.